This episode of Soldier Knows Best is brought to you by Netflix.
Hey, what's up guys, Soldier Knows Best here. Let's talk about the iPad mini. Now reportedly Apple's already started production of this new miniature iPad and it'll probably be slated to be released in late October. I think October 26th is the date that's been thrown around, whether Apple's going to either announce it on that date or they might also release it on that same date as well. So they try to get it out before the holiday season to really be in time for that big rush. But a lot of people really speculate, okay, what is this new iPad going to be? Now more than likely, hardware wise, it'll probably be around the 7-inch form factor, just like the Google Nexus 7 or the Amazon Kindle Fire. So definitely be a smaller tablet that will be a lot easier for one-handed use, so to be able to hold in one hand. And we really don't know anything about features, anything like that. So I'm really just going off of rumors and just when I'm speculating what this new tablet will probably be. But really before I get to any of that, the biggest question that I have about this new iPad mini, and I think this is going to be the biggest question to whether this new iPad is going to be a success, is going to be the price point. What is Apple going to sell this iPad mini for? Because the Google Nexus 7, which is one of my favorite tablets right now, actually starts off at $200 and goes up to $250 if you want more memory. But it starts off at $199, which is not a bad price at all. And it's also a solid tablet. It doesn't suck for that price either. And that's the big thing that was started with the Amazon Kindle Fire, that they were able to start making these tablets cheaper and smaller, but not suck like the other ones before. So Apple, I don't think is going to make a tablet that's going to suck hardware-wise. I think Apple will probably be solid in the hardware department, but price is where they I don't know where they're going to actually, what they're actually going to be able to do with it. Because if you haven't noticed that the new iPod Touch starts off at $299 for the iPod Touch. So it's no way that Apple's going to release an iPad mini for less than $299. That just wouldn't make sense. So you kind of get in the sense that Apple is not going to go under $299. So more than likely, it may be around $350, something like that, at least $350. But is that going to be cheap enough to really be able to get into this market that the Amazon Kindle Fire and now the Google Nexus 7 are in? It's really a $350 iPad mini going to be able to compete with those tablets. So I'm really just trying to figure out where this iPad mini is going to fit in and really what is going to justify the higher price over a Google Nexus 7. How am I really going to recommend the iPad mini over a Nexus 7, which is a solid tablet? Now, the only really reason I can think of is that if Apple really just makes this iPad mini a smaller version of this new iPad or the iPad 3, no matter what you want to call it, but if they really just make it a smaller version, well, it'll still have a Retina display, it'll still have cameras, hopefully it'll still come with LTE, so you have some type of data on the go and things like that. And probably the processor will be underclocked just a little bit less than what the current generation iPad is, but you get what I'm saying. They'll still have all those same features, and these are the features that are missing out of the Kindle Fire and the Google Nexus 7. They don't have a rear-facing camera, they don't have LTE, nothing like that. So if Apple's able to throw those things in there, I mean, that will help justify the price point a little bit more, but I still don't think that it will actually starting to cut sales from Amazon or Google in their smaller tablet category there. So I don't know if that's Apple's goal or not, to really make this tablet to really undercut all those other tablets out there. But if Apple is really just making this tablet just to kind of have something out there that's cheaper than an iPad, to kind of get the people in the middle of buying a Google Nexus 7 or an iPad, to get that, probably a small market, but to get that market nonetheless, people who really want something that it comes in between both of those, I can kind of see why they would do that, but I don't think this new iPad mini personally is going to be a huge success. And Apple really doesn't need it to. They have a good, good foothold with the current generation iPad and of course the iPhone and the iPod Touch as well. So they probably don't need this iPad mini just to be a slam dunk success, but they're probably just going to have it in there just to have it in there. And I'm pretty sure they'll draw a few people who otherwise would have got the Nexus 7 to probably get this new iPad mini. The jury's still out on it until we actually see this thing, but unlike other Apple products, I'm really having a hard time seeing exactly what this thing is going to do if the price point is going to be over $350, if that is the case. If it's not the case, if they somehow drop it below $299, $250 would be great. Then I think they'll have a winner in their hand, but we still got to wait to see what Apple exactly does with the price point and the hardware, to see if the hardware can actually justify the higher price point over something like a Google Nexus 7 or an Amazon Kindle Fire. So anyway, guys, these are just my quick little thoughts about the iPad mini, since this thing will probably be coming out here in the next few weeks or so. Anyway, before we head out, I was going to take one last look at our sponsor for this video.
Today's sponsor is Netflix, and if you didn't know, Netflix can stream movies and TV shows to your TV set, your computer, your cell phone, your tablet via the Netflix application. It's also available on the Xbox 360, the PlayStation, Nintendo Wii. Almost everything now has a Netflix app for you to be able to watch all the TV shows and movies that you want to anytime that you want to. So if you want to go ahead and try out Netflix, you can go to netflix.com/soldier and get your free trial membership. And for my UK viewers, you can go to netflix.co.uk/soldier to get your free trial. And for people in Ireland, you can go to netflix.ie/soldier. So no matter where you are, just go and start watching some Netflix.
So again, guys, thanks for watching this video. And I do want to hear, what are your thoughts about the iPad mini? First, what do you want to see in it? Two, what would be the right price point to make you want to buy this iPad mini? Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video again, and I will catch you later. Peace.